It's been said God has three answers to prayer: yes, no, and wait. I don't like to wait at all. Do you? When you go to a concordance and you look up the words wait, waited, or waiting, you're going to discover so much material it could keep you for a lifetime in that concordance all by itself. Why does God make people wait? Answer: because it brings him maximum glory. My friend, you're on a need-to-know basis, and sometimes you don't need to know. Our church has been in Luke chapter 1 to Luke chapter 5, and there is a messenger from heaven named Gabriel, and he's about to come to a man by the name of Zechariah in Luke chapter 1, and he's going to say, your prayer has been heard. Now, wait a minute. Elizabeth and Zechariah, a married couple, have wanted a baby forever, and now she's beyond childbearing years. Now God sends his answer from heaven. Now God says you're going to have a baby. And the baby is going to become John. John's going to be the forerunner to Christ. John's going to be the one that Jesus says is the greatest among men. Why was God waiting to give answered prayer to Elizabeth and Zechariah? Because God had a greater story in mind, and it was to bring himself glory. Can you imagine all those months and all those years Elizabeth was waiting, knowing that the passage of the Bible says children are a blessing from the Lord? It looked like she was cursed, and yet all this time she was actually blessed. God has a work that he's working out for your good and for his glory, and often it includes waiting. When you go to 1 Samuel chapter 1 and you recognize what was happening to Hannah, she was relentlessly mocked in her house by another woman. She prayed, God, please open my womb. Do you know what Samuel, her firstborn son, means? God hears. She says, God heard my prayer. But you know what God did? He made her wait. Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They'll mount up with wings like eagles. They'll run and not grow weary. They'll walk and not faint. David said, I waited patiently on the Lord. He turned to me and he heard my cry and he lifted me up out of the pit. Sometimes when you don't see what God is doing and you're in the waiting room of heaven, then you're supposed to actively trust in his name. Your eyes are to be focused on the author and finisher of your faith. God never misses, friend. God never loses. He's the winner of your life. He's the champion of your heart. He's going to bring you into the calling that he has. And if his answer is wait, it's because your blessing's not prepared, or you're not prepared for your blessing. But God's going to bring you into that call. In John chapter 9, there is a man born blind. Can you imagine how long that man was waiting? You know what the disciples said to Jesus? Is the man blind because of some sin he's made? Is he blind because of some sin his parents have made? You know what Jesus said? No. He's blind because it was going to be for God's glory that Jesus arrived and brought him sight. When God makes you wait and you pull out your concordance to wait, waited, or waiting, and you say, God, I'm looking to you. God says, cha-ching, I got what I wanted. Child, let me answer the desire of your heart and bring myself maximum glory. John was given. Samuel was given. God has a way of working out his glory and your good. Just wait on him.